It is time now for the Peter Channel Evening News on this Saturday evening, November 19th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Top news at 6:05 p.m. on the Saturday evening here. Top story at 6:06 p.m. on the Saturday evening is Donald Trump met with Mitt Romney once the first critic of the president-elect was now being voted as a potential pick for the Secretary of State on Saturday afternoon, setting aside the friction between the two men and signaling a willingness. Meanwhile, Hamilton cast a bill to ignite showdown with Trump. Senator Jeff Sessions thought that almost no one from the Democratic Republic of the U.S. had skills to benefit America. The heads of the Pentagon and the nation's intelligence community have recommended to President Obama that the director of the National Security Agency. Lama President Obama sought reassures leaders here at the annual summit with the United States will continue to pursue closer ties with the Asia Pacific region, even though Donald Trump's presidency is sure to reshape the Americans' approach. Days of heavy airstrikes have left Syria's rebel held east of Aleppo without a single hospital operating at full capacity, as Syrian American Medical Society told CNN on Saturday. Vatican City, Pope Francis warned against he called a virus of polarization and also in the world targeting people of different nationalities, race, and beliefs as led to so many studies given out. Roman Catholic Church 17 new. People ride in a motorbike in front of a violent and destroyed by a recent Saudi-led airstrike in the northwest of the city of Sada, Yemen on Wednesday as half a missile and Saudi-led airstrike strained Yemen troops. One French fashion designer is refrigerated designed for Melania Trump when she becomes First Lady, Sophie Tillet, who has designed for the First Lady Michelle Obama the past 8 years, said in an open letter Thursday she cannot work with for his wife. Congress began maneuvering preparation of President Trump. President Donald Trump, who had been reportedly branded and never settles all sorts of stuff with a long history of doing so, has vetoed a $25 million settlement in the fraud case pending against the defense real estate seminar program Trump University. In Brownsville, Brooklyn, a person was fatally shot by police after allegedly striking 2 officers in the head with a metal baton in the Brownsville apartment building on Saturday afternoon. Elko, Nevada. An Elko, Nevada couple says their 29-year-old was killed in a crash in an ambulance while working as a flight nurse along with 3 other people. London. Police in Britain arrested 15 people involved in a protest against the government's decision to expand Heathrow Airport. Moscow. Russian government sought to explain the donation of their Swiss fighter jets flew alongside a government airline on its way to Peru. Paris. An original one-page Tintin comic strip featuring a boy detecting in his dog in space fetched a record price at an auction on Saturday. Washington. Incident racial hate and number of discrimination since election now, top of 700 anti-social survey being conducted by the Summer Poverty Law Center. Dallas, John Bataglia convicted 2002 Selena. The 2 doctors million fit to be executed at Dallas County Judge ruled on Friday. New York, the coroner of the Buffalo, New York-based debt collection firm and 13 other company employees pleaded guilty to the largest debt collection scheme ever prosecuted. Letterkenny, Georgia, a U.S. Marshal, part of a law enforcement team trying to capture a fugitive in Georgia, was shot and killed on Friday in a gun battle, authorities said. Menlo Park, California. Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg outlined several steps in a social media giant has undertaken to combat fake news stories from spread on site. Washington, a federal bank and regulators imposed credit restrictions on Wells Fargo and Company. Settlement regarding the company's fraudulent account sales scandal. Hull, Massachusetts, a Hull police bombing in Prescott, after a body was found on the local beach. Police received a report on Saturday morning that the person was lying on the rocks in the water at the departure of the beach along Shenandoah Street in Hull. Police say town had a deceased man and an overturned kayak. Boston, a massive man had been sentenced to life in prison without parole for murder of his mother and 2 cats. Ford moves cited as victory by Trump has no effect in U.S. jobs. Mexico is well and old U.S. President Donald Trump doesn't talk no the North American Free Trade Agreement. President Ricky P. and Nieto said. A protester interrupted the panel with an action picture Airbnb Open 2016 and festival hosted an event in Los Angeles Saturday. Following the meeting of the Emergency Committee in St. the United Nations World Health Organization said an infectious disease and associated consequences no longer present a public health emergency. United Launch Alliance LLC rocket carrier and NASA NOA goes our weather satellite as well from a vertical integration facility launch pad at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station Space Launch Complex Square had a planned Saturday launch. NASA is struggling to gauge the strategy and uncertainty, and there's never like a partisan transition about us to discombobulate everybody. Any diagnosed cancer that remember the staging with a way to describe how much cancer in the body and where it's located. You may not think twice about punching a number in an automated teller machine, but the new study make you start. Scientists have taken a closer look at automated teller machines that we use all the time, and the rest of the money and punch it in. Washington, Wayne Farmers LLC, a Georgia company has called 4,059 pounds of ready chicken products to uncooking the USDA report release information about the ready grilled chicken breast items. Sharon Thanksgiving foods with her best friend. That's fine as long as you make sure it's stay for them. Just give them small amounts and they'll enjoy the treat. Okay, take a look at New England Athletes 2 hours ago in Lynn, Massachusetts. Pressure shot on Union Court. Requested ALS intercept. Peter Children's Times now 6:11 on this Friday evening. On a Saturday evening, it's time now for a sports report. Boston Bruins will be taking on the Winnipeg Jets tonight at 7 o'clock at the Garden Wall. The Boston Celtics will be taking on the Detroit Pistons at 7 o'clock in Detroit. NHL scores, it is LA Kings leading the New Jersey Devils 3-1 with 44 left in the third period. Tampa Bay Lightning blink the Philadelphia Flyers 3-0, and the Houston Rockets leading the Utah Jazz 55-44. Number 16, LSU top of the game. The number 23 for the Hand Indicators at SC title and possibly cost an Ed Orgeron started at staggered job. Over the last week or so, it's possible Big Ten playoff scenario that been a hot topic of the college football committee. Should an 11-1 Ohio State team get in the playoff over the Penn State with the Nittany Lions win the Big Ten title? Yale beats Harvard 21-14 in the winning third audition in the game, and there isn't a single reason why the Patriots should lose to the San Francisco 49ers in their Week 11 matchup Sunday. Peter Children's Time 6:12 on this Saturday evening, and it's 12 now for a traveling and transit report. Beep! Let's imitate. We're on the subway system. It's best place ran last week between Harvard and Ohio State during the weekends of Saturday and Sunday, and next Saturday and Sunday from the start to the end of the service. Commuter rail, it's looking good, and on the ferries they are looking good. Alright, looking at some highways and byways of New England on this Saturday evening. On the southbound side of Newark down in Greenwich, Red Parkway, westbound side of Newark down in Stamford. Interstate 84, westbound side of downtown Hartford. 91 on the southbound side is backed up around 29157 in Springfield. 146 on the southbound side is backed up around North Smithfield. 128 on the southbound side is backed up at 5 in Canton on the Braintree Split. 24 on the northbound side back to 139. Slow down Route 128 Canton. Savage Expressway, northbound side back to the Braintree Split. I'm in the Mass Pike. Savage Expressway, southbound side, so the Dr. Side, Smash Valley, eastbound side is backed up from Automatic Tolls right to the Savage Expressway. 120 is northbound side is backed up 135 in Needham all the way to Route 9 Wellesley. Mass Pike, eastbound side is backed